ISIS bride from Alabama says she wants US to pay for her therapy if she comes home and doesn't want to go to prison. The American ISIS bride who wants to come home to the US has told how she wants the government to pay for her to undergo therapy if it allows her to return, but she does not want to go to gaol. Hoda Muthana, 24, spoke on Wednesday in an interview with ABC News, her first since fleeing the terror group 3 weeks ago, from a refugee camp in northern Syria. With her 18-month-old son balanced on her lap, she said she had given up the extremist ideology that convinced her to leave her family and that she wanted to be welcomed home by the American people. "I'm a normal human being who has been manipulated," Hoda, who was 20 when she fled, said. "I hope America doesn't think I'm a threat to them, and I hope they accept me. I hope they excuse me because of how young and ignorant I was. I can tell them that now I have changed, now I'm a mother, I have none of the ideology, and hopefully everyone will see it when I get back." Asked what she would expect as a reasonable form of punishment for joining the terror group and calling for bloodshed in the US on social media, she answered, "Maybe therapy lessons, maybe a process that will ensure us that we'll never do this again." Jail time, I don't know if that has an effect on people. I need help mentally as well. I don't have the ideology anymore, but I am just traumatized by my experience. She added that she cries herself to sleep almost every night at the thought of being put behind bars. "I know that when I do get back I probably will be sentenced to jail for I don't know how much time." Looking at her son, she said, "Thinking that my last few moments with him is stuck in a prison before another prison." Hoda also gave a confusing explanation for why she fled her parents' home in Hoover, Alabama, in 2014 to join the oppressive Islamic State, saying that it was because she wanted a more Americanized life. "I had a good relationship with my family, but I wanted a more Americanized life. I just wanted to go out, I wanted to have, like, friends, go to places. I didn't get any of that. The only way out for me was to become practicing. To become more religious," she said. Before she fled, she was part of a network of young Muslims who used Twitter to soak up extremist ideas. She said they were brainwashed and interpreted what they were told by predatory ISIS members very wrong. The young mother also described how she chose her 3 husbands, 2 of whom were killed in battle, by selecting them from a list. Laughing, she said that she and 200 other brides were kept in a room at a time and told who to pick from the list. "They keep you in Raqqa with locks on all the doors and windows, with a guard in front of the door and a guard in front of the guard. At a time there would be about 200 people. Everyone just gave their preferences on who they'd like to marry, and you were given a list and you could choose. It sounds very crazy," she said, adding they were all just young girls, married for the first time. Hoda said she had become increasingly disenchanted with the lifestyle over the last few weeks as they ran out of food. "The bloodshed was more severe in person," she said, "than she could have ever imagined, and becoming a mother made her more sensitive to it. We would see dead bodies in public, limbs splattered on the floor. When he was born I wanted to leave because I had a new motherhood instinct that I didn't have before. Susa, the town where she was living, had become increasingly desolate in the weeks before she fled. There was nothing in the market, nothing in the shops. We just plucked grass from around our houses and fried it. Seeing my son eat grass, that was my last day, she said. After spending 2 nights in the desert, she was captured by Kurdish forces and taken to the refugee camp in northern Syria where she is now. The State Department has not confirmed whether she will be allowed to re-enter the country, and it remains to be seen if she will face charges. State Department Deputy Spokesman Robert Palladino said that the status of U.S. citizens detained in Syria is by definition extremely complicated, but added, "We're looking into these cases to better understand the details." Her lawyers say she could be useful to the government and the FBI because she is familiar with the terror group. Among her extremist tweets was one which read, "You have much to do while you live under our greatest enemy, enough of your sleeping. Go on drive-bys and spill all of their blood, or rent a big truck and drive all over them. Veterans, Patriot, Memorial etc. Day parades. Go on drive-bys plus spill all of their blood or rent a big truck and drive all over them." She said in her interview that she can't believe she ever held those ideas. Hoda's first husband was Australian jihadist Suhan Abdul Rahman. After he died, she married a Tunisian fighter and had her son Adam. She has not named her third husband, a Syrian fighter who is still believed to be there.